Why fucking? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you? What's good, MarlonmadethatTV, back with another video, and today I got Baddies Africa Reunion Part 2, you feel me? You feel me? Highly anticipated, but you know I don't waste any of your time. But before we get into that, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells, and be updated with all forms of new content so we could jump straight into this motherfucker, you feel me? The long pause had to be awaited. But it leaves us with LCK getting dropped by Killer. I ain't gonna lie, Killer was, like I said, like, while they were up, it was like kind of, but once LC got to that ground, it was over. Yeah, Killer, you got that, no shade. She should have got her Baddies chain. This was definitely her reunion, her part. Like, part 1, LC. Part 2, Killer, Pretty P, and Lex, for me. You feel me? I felt like they all stood on their business. They did what they did. They all ate. You feel me? But we're going to get to that. So, I was really shocked that the crowd actually knew Killer's song because everybody was playing with her during the season, acting like they didn't know it's a bad bitch party. You cannot get in. I get to give it. No, not your bitch. So, something like that. Something like that. I heard it in a minute, y'all, so excuse me, but she was super viral, so I don't know why people was playing with her, but the audience, you know, they know Killer, they know her song, so yeah, she was lit. So Diamond was about to sing, you know, Baddie Slide, but that wasn't working out, so she just started singing Line It Up, and, you know, the crowd get lit, because Line It Up is a good song. So Rolly and Saucy, they ended up clocking the fact, like, why I found it, like, so greasy, like, why she got grease on. She's like, yeah, because ain't nobody finna pull me, ain't nobody finna grind me up, yeah, oiled up. I'm like, what? Like, she mad greasy, oily. So then Tommy asks the crowd, like, who's their big three, like, all that, you know, because Janisha says, oh, we got a new big three, but Tommy's like, oh, who y'all big three? I don't know, she playing in their face. I don't think she like Killer, Fauna, and Rican. I don't know what for, but I just don't think she liked them. I think she liked the big three better. So Janisha plays back a scene with the big three and the pretty three on the bus. That was funny as hell. She was like, my name is Fauna. You know, they start getting into the drama as to why they fought the big three on the bus, or, you know, did the big three feel intimidated by them coming in? And all this other shit, which I don't think it was a fearful thing, but you never know, you know? It is TV, so they do things, you know, right, a little extra. So while that's going on, Bobby ends up clocking Anna, like, wait, hold on, but Anna, do you and Killer got beef, though? And that is true because Anna was online making posts about Killer, or commenting on certain posts about Killer, because Killer was at Marissa, basically. Like, whatever her and Marissa had going on over this nigga, Anna inserted herself, and, you know, I guess the business had to be stood on, but Bobby called it out. So Anna like, no, it's nothing. I like you. It's just Marissa's my friend in real life. So Killer started checking Anna, like, you know, if for being funny and being in their business and entering the business with Marissa, she's just like, you don't know me like that, and you don't know her, you don't know the situation. So for you to comment and trying to be funny and trying to be weird, it's weird shit. Like, you know, like, I'm not on for none of that. So they going back and forth. Anna really don't want to fight Killer. I don't know if not that she's scared, but I just didn't think she really wanted confrontation with Killer, but hey, who knows? So Saucy ends up saying to Anna, you know, they finna jump Marissa when they come out, but Anna tells K-Rican, look, I fuck with you, but you're not jumping Marissa. I said, ooh, I'm like, damn, I'm like, she'll really want it, because K-Rican really didn't jump in. I'm like, oh, you ain't want that one, Anna, I guess, you feel me? So they end up being messy, bringing up Marissa, boom, boom. I'm not gonna lie, first round, if you slow it down, because don't watch the fights in regular speed, because you're gonna think something is not, but watch it slow down. It gave tie. Marissa actually was hanging in there that first round. I thought she just got whooped out the frame, but she actually, you know, she came out, stood on business. She came out in the all white, did what she needed to do. But round 2, I'm not gonna lie, Killer got her. Like, I think it was just overwhelming her. Killer was punching, she was putting her headlocks, putting her on the floor. Yeah, Killer was whooping her. Once she got to the floor, it was over for her, you know. So as I peep, I'm like, damn, I'm not getting mad at them fighting. You feel me? But no fade is being caught, though. You feel me? No fade is being caught. She's just sitting there like, man, I don't like this shit, man. I don't like this shit. So then Bobby's like, get in the paint, babe. Get in the paint. So Anna and Bobby are like having their like back and forth or whatever. First part, I don't know, Bobby was annoying. He could go, but this part he was actually a little bit more funny. I gotta give him that. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, but I'll give him that. So Killer and Marissa start arguing over a nigga like bad. Talking about she a duck. I was like, a duck? What the fuck? And she said she's buying the nigga houses, cars, chains, this, that, you know, like a leopard. You know what I'm saying? Marissa's clearly cashing out on whoever this nigga is, but that nigga's winning between the both of them, if you ask me, because he getting something out of both of them. No shade. So, damn, my sandwich earlier. What the fuck? So Killer gets mad at Marissa and says, "You trying to book yourself on my city, nigga? You trying to book yourself on my city, nigga?" I don't know what exactly, you know. I think it was Ohio, because she's from Ohio. I thought Killer was from Chicago, but she's from Ohio. So I guess like Marissa was trying to be funny, and the booker, you know, he finessed her and shit like that. It was just a whole thing. So as Killer is explaining it, she says, "Bitch." Like, she's like, "Yeah," because Janisha's like, "So, like, did you start the beef first?" She said, "No, bitch, this bitch did." And Janice's like, whoa, let's make it clear, I'm not the bitch. That's the heavy rolling. Because Janice just so gagged that Killer, like, hold on, I'm not the bitch here, hold on. So Tommy messy, bro. She says, "What the nigga gave you and how much the nigga gave you, we gonna compare and see. We gonna see what the nigga, who did this nigga do more for?" I'm like, oh hell no. See, I kind of see why Killer kind of got you on this new up and coming season. You being funny, you feel me? So they end up bringing out Tavy, you feel me? Me break my soul, you feel me? They ended up bringing her out, and they asked her about how she felt about the season, and, you know, watching all back. She says, you know, it's kind of shocking, you know, seeing yourself back, like, damn, I'm watching myself play out these things and do it. So it was really different for her. And they start elaborating on the Ivory situation in her, and she says, "Hey, me and Ivory had a different type of conversation. You know, I'm passionate, she's passionate, and when that happened in the moment, it was just like I didn't realize like that's what she was doing or what she was on. I thought it was security or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know, when y'all fight, y'all lose senses, y'all drunk, y'all not aware. But boy, I'm fighting, you choke me up, you're gonna need that, because the way Ivory was choking her, she choked her out like it was beef." That's not security. She wants that head. So, you know, Tavy said, you know, she was here, she would have ran that with her too. They get into the legs beef, and we all know how that shit is. She wants her leg back and blah, blah. So, Saucy is just saying, you know, Tavy, you got your chain. Dolly, she got her chain, but she took yours. So, if she got her chain tonight, you know, you should snatch it. It cut the camera to Dolly backstage, bro, with that mask on. And she laughed over the mask with her chain, bro. I was dying. That shit was funny as bro, that shit had me gone. I'm like, no, she's not being serious. Like, she's not dead ass. You feel me? So, Saucy and Janisha are low-key trying to defend the big three and tell them, hey, like, you know, they made the season. They made this season. Without them, you know, this season wouldn't have been what it was. And this biased-ass, nasty-ass crowd, motherfucking booing them. Like, come on now. Like, we know them niggas, bro, Midwest and Africa without the big three, bro, is boring as fuck. Let's keep it a bean. Like, it would have still been Baddies people that still tuned in, we know, but I feel like they gave a lot of storylines and interesting perspectives to the show. So for them niggas to hate, some hating that shit. It's no shade. So after that, you know, they said, fuck it, we gonna end up bringing out the big three. They ended up bringing out the big three. Boom. As soon as they did, they dispersed. Tavy and Fonda. Yeah, I gotta charge my motherfucker. I gotta charge my motherfucking shit, bro. And that's not doing shit, bro. Hold on, bro. He's steady.
Bluetooth mode.
Hold on. Let me. Ooh, don't fall. Like, what the fuck? My shit tweaking. Hold on, I had to plug my speaker in. They got me fucked up. Alright, boom. Hold on, why they do that? Hold on, okay. And then K-Rican, Pretty P, Anna, Killer, they start jumping on Summer. I'm like, damn, 4v1, what y'all doing that for? I mean, I know Summer, she pissed y'all off, but to jump her is kind of crazy. 4 bitches, that's kind of crazy. I ain't even gonna bad. So, who else? All right, so boom, after they jump Lex or whatever, I ain't gonna lie, Fauna, I don't know, you let your guard down. I don't know, you thought it was sweet, the coast was clear, you just jumped this big ass bitch. Like, I know you ain't think you was just about to walk away. So boom, Fauna turn around, Lex snatched her ass up, put it in a headlock. But I ain't gonna lie, on the rewatch, and I slowed it down, Fauna got some hits in. So Fauna ain't just get drug about the mud, but the way she grabbed her up, I said, damn, she grabbed her like a little child. Like, come here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. So on the other side, like I said, Summer was getting jumped. That shit was fucked up. So they run the second round. Lex responded, and I'm not gonna lie, Lex took her through there. She took her where she ain't want to go. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, Lex won overall, like, those 2 rounds to me. But yeah, Fauna did way better than the first. But when they was 10 toes, yeah, Lex was giving it to her. She ran right into the punch. She boom. I was like, oh shit, nigga. Like, get up, Fauna, get up. You feel me? I'm like, ain't no way. So then Summer lines it up with Cold Killer. On the rewatch, on the slowdown, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give that to Summer. Summer, she had more hits in it. Cold Killer was just trying to rush her. I felt like how Killer fought, how she fought Elsie and Marissa, maybe, but Summer do fight better than them. So yeah, I'm gonna get up to Summer. I feel like Cold Killer should have done better. That was her only like loss, kind of like. Other than that, it was still Cold Killer reunion. I ain't gonna lie. So Dolly, and people said that Dolly didn't jump in. No, that's cap. Like, she was about to help Summer and Lex, but if you look back, security is holding Dolly. Like, Dolly's trying to get to them so they don't get jumped. But it's kind of low key. Like, security was breaking that up, but security low key let them get jumped, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they let the big 3 get jumped low key. Because they let them walk into it. Like, why not let them line it up? You know what I'm saying? Because any other reunion, y'all did it. Y'all did it for Dolly and Tasiki. Y'all did it for Ivory and Lex. Like, why this reunion they gotta get jumped? Like, a jump can just be happening if no one paying attention. But yeah, they held Dolly. It wasn't Dolly just ducking smoke. Like, she was held back. So kill her that. So Dolly ends up saying, you don't line that shit up, man. Line that shit up. Because, someone in the crowd called out her not jumping. So Dolly and Pretty P end up getting it in. And Poppin' P came out. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty P took her through there. Pretty P took Dolly where she did not want to go. Like Tinker said, nah, Dolly, you lost. I'm like, damn. And I was rooting for her, but hey, Pretty P got that. I'm not gonna lie, and she deserves definitely a spot. If not on chapter 1, she definitely deserves a spot on Baddies USA chapter 2 because, yeah, Pretty P, she showed at the reunion. Yeah, don't sleep on me, because it's like the moment we don't think she gonna do something, she pop out and be like, oh yeah, remind y'all like, yeah, because she is a star. I'm not gonna lie, even Midwest, Africa for the season, she could have done way better, especially with her Choco. Like, that could have been something more, like, just certain storylines she could have been more in tune with. But she's still overall a great personality on the show. So shout out Pretty P. You feel me? She did her shit. Lex and Tavy go another round, but do we really need to, analyze this? Lex, I'll give Lex the win because she left damage on Tavy. But Tavy did get some hits in eventually because Lex was just grabbing Tavy at one point, and Tavy was actually like binking Lex back of the head. But overall, yeah, Lex won that. Tavy is you're not gonna beat Lex. You might as well apologize to her, let bygones be bygones, because no lick back will be had. So Janisha and Saucy, they talking about Dolly eye getting split and knotted, and I ain't gonna lie, I seen that slowed down. I said, damn, as Dolly was walking off, her shit knotted up, eye fucking like slide open. I'm like, damn, Pretty P. I'm like, damn, Pretty P really, feel me? Niggas talking. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Pretty P, like, she definitely did a number on Dolly. Like, Dolly was not fucking with her. So, out of nowhere, K-Regan told, I need that from Summer and shit like that. But Summer turned it down, and I think Summer turned it down because, 1, she got jumped. 2, she just got her titties done. 3, she already had fought. I ain't making no excuse, because she was ducking Rex. She didn't want to fight K-Regan for some reason. It's weird, because I'm like, you whooped K-Regan, so why you ain't just get out there? But I guess she didn't want to fight no more, so she didn't fight her. So K-Regan turned her attention to Elsie, try to run up on her. Boom, Summer said, fuck that. Boom, snuck her. I ain't gonna lie, that shit got K-Regan mad. So you just said you ain't want to fight though. She was so mad. Killer and Summer go back and forth, dialogue and shit. Lex and Tavy end up going back and forth because Tavy tried to like back up Killer versus Summer, so Lex just got in that. So they finally end up bringing Natalie out, and before I get to that, I felt like they could have just made this a 2-part reunion. Like, I feel like next week is just like it's a filler. Like, they could have just, feel me? Because this episode, it just seemed too long. Like, either they could have put this shit all in part 1, or they could have just did a part 2, bro. Because it's just like dragging out at this point. You feel me? Especially at the point where we already seen during the trailer that how that shit went. So I don't know, but they ended up bringing up Natalie with security. Like, literally by Rolly and Natalie. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay. So, I ain't gonna lie, Natalie caught the whole plea of Rolly. She's just like, Rolly, we're gonna finish our problem later. We're gonna handle that later. But Diamond, bitch, stand up. She called everybody fans. She called all her fans, Anna, Rolly, DTB, Scotty, all, she was like her fans and shit like that. So I'm like, Rolly she too calm for me. I'm like, man, you don't really need. And they at the booking together, smiling, twerking on dancing on each other. Natalie's not gonna fight no Rolly no more. Like, we're not gonna see that. So yeah, we could just dead that shit. But Natalie got on that with Diamond though. I ain't gonna lie. So she grabs the mic. She's like, all you do is say, fuck Natalie. Fuck Natalie. No. Fuck DTB. So she tried to get the crowd to chant it. And of course, the crowd wasn't about to chant it. I heard like 2 motherfuckers try to say that shit. And ain't nobody else follow suit. So they was just like, man, scratch that. She throws the mic. Now, she threw the mic at Fauna. Because Fauna was like, what the fuck? Like, Natalie threw the mic at Fauna, but it was meant for DTB. So it missed. She jumped over the couch. Boom. Diamond get rushed. Natalie start rushing her. I ain't gonna lie, Natalie got that, but Tavy got up too. And why is Tavy old ass getting up holding Diamond back? Like, bro, you're weird, bro. Let them run that. Like, that had nothing to do with you. And you're not security. Why are you trying to break up fights? Like, that's not your pay occupation. Your pay is to fight. Like, ain't nobody paid you to go break up a fight with Natalie. Get the fuck back. What the fuck? And I ain't gonna lie, Natalie got DTV. I don't know if it was the nose, the eye, or whatever, but she. I hate that I'm even saying that shit, but yeah, she got her ring. And that was the end of the episode, man. Honestly, like I said, they could have just saved this shit for, like this. It could have been all one, but, you know, they want to milk you dry. So, if you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. And I'm going to see y'all next week. Love you. Why fucking? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you?